The crash and the cradle. The airlock hissed violently as smoke poured from the ruined side of the dropship. Lieutenant Adam Rourke stumbled out, helmet cracked, one side of his exosuit half melted. He dropped to one knee, adrenaline dulling the pain of his torn shoulder and burned side. The battlefield on Proxima Delta 4 had erupted into chaos only moments after the 128th Terran Expeditionary Unit landed. The enemy, the Relari, avian-like and psychically linked, had unleashed energy dissonance pulses that scrambled both tech and minds. Adam was lucky to still be conscious. A scream cut through the static of his comms, raw, guttural, and unmistakably human. His HUD flickered, then registered a nearby ally. Sergeant Kilora, the nameplate read. Her vitals flashed red. Without thinking, Adam sprinted toward the signal. Kilora wasn't just another soldier. She was one of the diplomatic exchange liaisons from the Galactic Coalition. A Zalari warrior, humanoid but far from human. Silver skin shimmered faintly in the low light, and beneath the thick black armor, her muscles were dense with interwoven nanofibers and evolved sinew. Taller than most Terrans, Kilora had earned the respect of the unit in just 2 missions. And now she lay half-buried beneath a piece of the shattered transport, blood, deep purple and viscous, trickling down her side. "Kilora!" Adam shouted, rushing to her side. Her eyes fluttered open, sharp silver irises struggling to focus. "Rourke, I can't feel my legs," she rasped. He didn't waste time. With a grunt, he wedged his arm beneath her and began pulling debris off. Her armor had cracked open along her right hip, wound exposed, muscles pulsing irregularly. Medic protocol initiated. His suit AI chirped. No compatible nanite routine found. Course, human med-nanites weren't programmed for Zalari physiology. She groaned, clutching at his arm. "You have to seal it. My skin. It must be touched with intention." "Intention," he repeated, confused. She nodded faintly. "It's a Zalari principle. Physical contact communicates intent. Touch me as if you mean to. Protect me. Claim me. The nanoflesh will respond." He blinked. "Claim you." Kilora coughed, a laugh buried in the sound. "Yes, it's ceremonial. It's how mates declare union. But in battle, it's used as emergency healing. Just don't mean it, and it won't bind." Adam hesitated only a second longer before pulling his glove off. He pressed his bare hand gently, deliberately against the open wound. And in that moment, his body frozen, her eyes locking with his, a surge of warmth burst through the contact. Her flesh began to knit. Silvery light bloomed beneath his fingers, like tiny circuits reconnecting. Her breath hitched. "Oh, stars above." "What?" he asked, alarmed. "You meant it." "What?" "No, I just wanted to help." "You meant it," she repeated, softer this time. Then she passed out. Part 2. Aftermath and Accusation. Kilora awoke on the medical frigate orbiting Proxima Delta 4. Her side completely healed. 2 Terran officers and a Zalari elder stood at the foot of her bed. "I'm not bonded," she groaned. "We shall see," the elder said, nodding toward Adam, who stood silently beside her. His face was a mix of confusion and guilt. "You initiated contact with full intention," the elder continued. "And she accepted." "It was a misunderstanding," Adam said. "I didn't mean to propose." "In Zalari culture," the elder replied, voice calm but firm, "the sincerity of touch defines its purpose. You meant to protect her at all costs. Your body declared what your mind may not have understood." Kilora turned to Adam, half embarrassed, half intrigued. This doesn't have to mean what they say it does. I didn't want to. I mean not want to. Very smooth, she smirked. You propose without realizing it, and now you stammer like a cadet. The elder cleared his throat. Should the bond be refused, the healing may destabilize. There could be consequences, for both of you. Adam blinked. Like what? Mental dissonance. Neural echo. Death, possibly. Kilora rolled her eyes. He exaggerates. It's rarely lethal. Adam stared at her. Rarely, she sighed. We'll figure it out, but you may want to stay close. At least until we're sure the bond isn't permanent. Part 3. The alliance that shouldn't be. The next few weeks blurred together in a mess of military briefings, medical scans, and awkward shared meals. Adam and Kilora were assigned to the same diplomatic unit aboard the Verdant Hope, a coalition flagship, as the brass tried to spin the event as a symbolic union of species. Their bond, accidental or not, was becoming political. I'm becoming a damn mascot, Adam muttered, sipping protein broth in the mess hall. Better than being dead, Kilora said, her tone neutral. He looked up. You're not mad. He shrugged. The ceremony is sacred, but not inflexible. There's room to interpret what comes next. And what do you interpret? Kilora studied him. You touched me with a warrior's soul. That means something. But perhaps not marriage. He exhaled in relief. Good. Beat of silence. Unless, she added playfully, you've changed your mind? Adam choked on his drink. Don't do that. But over time something shifted between them. During joint patrols, they began moving in sync, finishing each other's tactical thoughts. Their neural signatures had started syncing at a level even their doctors couldn't fully explain. When one was stressed, the other felt it. When one was in pain, the other winced. It wasn't love, not yet, but it was a profound kind of knowing. Part 4. The Siege of Oriner. 6 months later, the Verdant Hope was dispatched to Oriner Prime, a disputed world on the edge of Coalition space. The Relari had returned, stronger, more coordinated. The siege began with orbital bombardments, then escalated to trench warfare in the glass deserts of the southern hemisphere. Adam and Kilora led the forward unit. During one skirmish, their team was cut off. Communications jammed. Surrounded. Kilora was pinned down behind a broken turret, plasma bolts sizzling inches from her head. Adam! She shouted through the smoke. I'm coming! He burst through the haze, grabbing her arm, hauling her to her feet. A Relari warrior emerged. 3 meters tall, talons gleaming. Lunged. Adam shoved Kilora behind him and raised his rifle. Too slow. The creature's talons slashed. And then Kilora moved. Fast as thought. Her hand extended, silver-skinned fingers glowing faintly. She touched the Relari's exposed chest with full intent. It screamed, its mind overwhelmed by her psychic surge. It crumpled to the dust. Adam blinked, stunned. You touched it. She turned to him. With intention. He laughed, breathless. Remind me not to piss you off. They fought their way back to base. Together. Again. Part 5. Acceptance. After Oriner, their bond was no longer in question. Not by the military. Not by the coalition. Not even by themselves. Adam sat with her under the starlight one night, far above the battlefield on the observation deck. You remember when this all started? He asked. I thought I was just sealing a wound. You were, Kilora said, then added quietly. But you also weren't. They sat in silence for a while. I don't want this to be an accident anymore, Adam finally said. She looked at him. I mean it, he added, reaching out, not to heal but to simply touch. This time she met his fingers halfway. And the bond flared once more, but not with urgency.